What's going on, everyone? So the Lakers went into Golden State and handled business, and this is massive because the Lakers win game one, which now they control home court. They just have to win their home games. Golden State isn't a very good road team. Now, they did beat Sacramento twice on the road, but Sacramento and the Sacramento Kings are much different than the Los Angeles Lakers and being in LA, right? Night and day. And the Lakers really set the tone this series and just put and applies all the pressure to Golden State now, because now if Golden State loses game two, Golden State's done. That's it. They maybe, if they're lucky, win one game in LA, but I don't see them winning both LA games. So at best case scenario for Golden State, you're down 3-1. Worst case, you get swept. And that's the last thing that Golden State needs. And I'm not saying that that will happen. Golden State is going to show up in game two and have their backs against the wall and be in desperation. They are a championship level team. They're a team that just won a championship last year. And these two teams, whoever wins this series, very well could be representing the Western Conference in the NBA Finals and potentially win an NBA championship. So this is by no means a series that is over. But after this game, if you're the Lakers and Lakers Nation, you have to be feeling comfortable. And I don't know how you see this game and watch how it unfolded and by any means think Golden State is going to win this series. The Los Angeles Lakers are clearly the better team. And I know a lot of people are going to look at this and go, it's one game. The Lakers, they still have, a lot of this and that and the other. If you watch that game, the Golden State Warriors played and shot about as well as they possibly could have. You had Kevon Looney, who still went and got 23 rebounds and had that monster rebounding game. Golden State made 21 threes and shot 40%. They didn't make 21 threes and shoot 80 of them and shot 25%. No, they shot 53 threes because they had no other way to score. They couldn't get anything going. They took 106 shots total. That's a lot of shots compared to the Lakers, who the Lakers only took 92 shots. And Golden State still was unable to win this game. The Lakers essentially controlled it for a majority of the game. There was a little scare at the end, and the Lakers did start 1 for 8 from the field, and Warriors, they looked like they started to pick it up, but you got about as good of a production out of Jordan Poole as you might get the rest of this series. Jordan Poole has been so inconsistent, has not been very good, and just took a ridiculous shot at the end of the game, trying to be the hero rather than getting a good look or a good play. But still, you got about as good of a game from Jordan Poole as you're going to get in this series as far as production-wise goes, efficiency, stuff like that. And Klay Thompson looked like Klay Thompson, especially early on. He kind of cooled off in the second half. The Lakers also made some adjustments to make things more difficult on him. But he was just lights out there. The Lakers were able to contain Steph Curry, and he still had a great game, 27 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 6 of 13 from 3. But he wasn't the Steph Curry that we saw in the Warriors series. And you got to credit the Lakers defense. You had, three guys that shot 6 threes or more, right? You had Jordan Poole, who was 6 of 11, right? And then you had Steph Curry, 6 of 13, and then Klay Thompson, 6 of 16. So you had 3 guys that gave you 18 threes by themselves. They gave you 21 threes in total, shot 40% from 3, and still had no way of winning this game. And also, they even out-rebound on the offensive rebounds, the Lakers, 14 of 13. They both took care of the ball, 8 turnovers and 8 turnovers, which Golden State leads the league in turnovers with 16 per game. So the Warriors turned the ball over half of what they usually turn the ball over, shot 40% from 3, made 21 of those threes, got real production out of Klay Thompson, who has been very inconsistent, got real production from Jordan Poole, who has been really inconsistent, and Steph Curry still almost gave you 30, and you still lost the game to the Lakers. The Lakers' size was an issue. Their defense was an issue. Lakers getting inside and basically having their way and getting whatever they wanted. And the Lakers still didn't play their best game that they could have. The Lakers still did not look as good as we've seen them look, right? I mean, seriously. They shot a lot of free throws, which I know a lot of people look at. Oh, well, the Lakers got 29 free throws compared to the Warriors who got 6. Even Steve Kerr said that, that's what he expected because of the Warriors, right? Even the commentators said, like, you see a lot of Warrior fans that are using that as an excuse when the coach of the Warriors even said that it's not like this is exactly what we expect because the Golden State Warriors shoot 54 threes. They literally shot more than double the amount of threes that the Lakers shot. The Lakers shot 25 threes and they shot 92 field goals total. So literally a quarter of the Lakers' attempts were from 3, where half of the Warriors' shots were from 3. That's the disparity. Lakers also lead the league in drawing fouls because you got guys like Anthony Davis, LeBron James, Austin Reeves, D'Lo, Schroeder, all of these guys. The guard play was exactly what I said it would be. I said Dennis Schroeder would be massive in this series because they don't have anybody that can guard him or contain him, and he would have a field day. He was 50% from the field with 19 points. I said D'Lo would be able to get whatever he wants. He was just under 50%, 47% with 19 points. Austin Reeves, I was a bit disappointed in, and I actually want to kind of touch on that in a video. Not that Austin Reeves was bad by any means, but he struggled a bit and wasn't as aggressive as we've seen. He only took 9 shots, 4 or 9 from the field. And this is a series that I think he can really get whatever he wants. But Anthony Davis was everything we thought he'd be in this series. 30 points, 23 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 blocks, only 1 turnover. Absolutely massive. LeBron James struggled. This was a bad game from LeBron. You imagine you're probably going to get better production games from LeBron. LeBron was 22 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 of 8 from 3. He did have 3 blocks, but he also had 4 turnovers and, was 9 of 24 from the field. Didn't have a great game. Not to his standard, not to his efficiency. But again, if you take away the 8 threes, then he would have been 9 of 16. And there you go. That's his efficiency. But still, LeBron didn't have the best game that we've seen him have, especially against this team. I mean, everything that could have gone right for the Warriors, in a lot of ways did. And for the Lakers didn't play their best game and still controlled that game like, 3/4 of the way at least. If you're the Warriors, you have to be concerned. Now, the Warriors will make some adjustments, but I don't know, what adjustments are you going to make? I said that I thought the Lakers would win in 6 because I thought, one, you're going to have that game with the Lakers where they very likely just drop the ball, right? And that may end up being game 2. And then I said that there's probably going to be a game where the Warriors just shoot the lights out, right? Just like Memphis. I thought this series would go exactly how Memphis went. Lakers win game 1, then lose game 2, win 3 and 4, lose game 5, and, the Warriors just shooting the lights out and then win at home in 6. That's what I thought would happen. I don't know if I feel that way anymore. Seriously. The Warriors just had their shootout game and they lost. The Warriors just had their game where they hit 20 plus threes and they lost. They might not have a game like that again the rest of this series. And if they don't, they're not going to be able to stay with the Lakers. If they would have made even just 2 or 3 less threes, the Lakers win by probably 20. I don't know how you look at that game and go, oh no, if you're a Warrior fan or if you're the Warriors, you feel comfortable. especially that first half. The Warriors played about as good of a first half as you could get. I mean, they made 13 threes in the first half. 13 in the first half. That's ridiculous. And the Lakers were winning at halftime. Steph, you got to expect Steph will probably have some monster game, right? I mean, Steph gave 30 or 27 points, right? 6 of 13 from three. He's almost 50% from three. So, but still, you got to imagine that he's going to have that game where he goes off for like 40, 45, 50, something like that. Problem is that I don't know if you're going to get that consistency from Klay. Are you going to be able to rely on Klay to give you 25 a game? I don't think so. He wasn't able to do that in the last series. Is Jordan Poole going to be able to give you 21 a game? I don't think so. He wasn't able to in the last series. He hasn't really been able to all season. Like Andrew Wiggins, maybe he could be a little more aggressive and give you a couple points, but he gave you 15, right? So it wasn't like he had a terrible game. It wasn't like he went out and, gave you 5. I don't know how I just don't see how the Warriors win 4 games against the Lakers. Could they still win a game? Sure. If they lose game 2, it is over. It's over. The series is done. I mean, the Warriors might not win a game because I don't think Golden State is going to be able to beat the Lakers in LA, especially if the Lakers just won both games in Golden State. And here's the problem. Golden State's one advantage this entire playoffs was home court, right? They weren't a very good road team, but they were one of the best home teams in the entire league. And just like Memphis, who had the best home record in the entire league, the Warriors were right there, not very far behind at all. The Warriors ended up losing game 1 at home, which allows the Lakers to show we can beat you at home. And we were before Sacramento beat you at home, we were the last team to beat you at home. So we've beaten you at home several times this year. So the Lakers are very comfortable in Golden State. The Lakers have beaten the Warriors in Golden State already several times, which means they can easily do it again. The Warriors just looked like a team that they didn't know how to stop the Lakers. There was no answer. Nothing. They went and they played zone at the end, which, kind of threw the Lakers for a loop. And they just didn't really know what to do. They weren't attacking the zone the way that they should have. And it allowed the Warriors to get back in the game. Not going to be able to do that again, very likely. Right? Like maybe you could surprise them again in a spot, but you're like the reason teams don't play zone heavily is because it is really easy to disrupt and break up a zone, especially with the players that the Lakers have. So that zone isn't going to work. It was a nice little surprise Hail Mary to see if we could get back into the game, and it almost worked. So credit the Warriors for that adjustment. But I don't know what adjustment the Warriors are going to be able to make in game 2 to potentially help them win. There's no way you're going to be able to make more threes. Maybe they can for another game, but you're not going to be able to do that 4 games. You're not going to shoot 40% from 3 and make 20 plus threes 4 times. It's not going to happen. So that means that the Warriors are going to have to find another way. I don't know what the answer. They could not get anything in the paint. Just like the Memphis Grizzlies. The Lakers completely shut down the paint against teams. You can't get anything in the paint. With Anthony Davis, Jared Vanderbilt, LeBron James, everybody, you can't score in the inside. So the Warriors aren't going to be able to make an adjustment where it's like, okay, well, let's attack the paint more. That's not going to happen. So they're going to have to rely on knocking down threes and primarily the three ball. So unless the Lakers just lay a complete egg, I don't know how the Warriors are going to win this series. I don't. Again, the Lakers, it's not like the Lakers shot the lights out. If the Lakers shot 50% from three or something like that, maybe if you're the Warriors, you could write it off and go, hey, look, the Lakers had an anomaly game, right? They're not going to shoot like that again the rest of the series. But that's not what happened. The Lakers shot 24% from three, 6 of 25. They shot 47% from the field total because the Warriors had no answer and no stop for the Lakers in the interior. Dennis Schroeder is still going to get everything he wants. D'Lo's still going to get everything he wants. Austin Reeves will probably have better games. LeBron James will probably have better games. Anthony Davis is probably going to continue to do what Anthony Davis did in this last game. They're not going to have an answer for AD. I do not see a way that the Warriors win this series. I just don't. And I said that before the series even began, that I just don't see a way for them to do that because they're going to have to do exactly what they did today in order to win. The problem is that they did that today and they didn't win. So I don't know what adjustments can the Warriors make that is going to change the tide of this series? Make 25 threes? Cool, you're going to win one game. Because you're not going to make 25 threes all those games. The only games that I see the Lakers losing are the games that they just fall asleep at the wheel. They fall asleep at the wheel, that's it. Or, you have that crazy Steph heroic game. You get everybody that, if Steph went for 40 this game, the Warriors probably win this game. So that's the only way I see the Warriors winning maybe even one game. Is Steph has got to go and get 40 plus and, two or three other guys have to step up and give you 25. So you're going to have to get 90 collectively because the Warriors don't have the defense to stop the Lakers. They're bottom 10 defensive team. Lakers are a top defensive team and they're also they're tied for fourth, I think, in offense. And they just put up 117 points against the Warriors. So I don't see a way for them to win. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion, so I pass the question on to you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? Agree? Disagree? However you feel, let me know down in the comment.